Who's Jane Fonda to you? A lot of people I know don't get along with their kids. It just works out like that. Does Francis and Courtney get along? They're not supposed to get along. I'm sure they do. I think Francis fucking had enough though. Francis was like, I gotta live my own life. You're fucking crazy. You're smoking rocks. You're hurting the animals. You're hoarding everything. You're driving me fucking crazy. I want my money. I'm going to live with fucking Wendy and what's her name? Fucking out. You killed you killed Uncle Fester. Enough's enough. you know? That's enough. Dragging me to your boyfriend's house. You assaulting your boyfriend in front of me. I'm just a little girl. I don't know about your rock and roll problems. But they probably get along. Did you ever see them together though? And like when you see them together, they keep their fucking distance from one another. The one will go, Courtney will get out of the limo and just walk, and then Francis will get out like 20 seconds later. It's like I do not want to even walk with you. Yeah, but they probably get along. I don't think Courtney's is quite as old as Henry fucking Fonda was though. I don't even know who you're talking about. Henry Fonda was real old. Old and fucking mean. Mean. Did you ever watch on Golden Pond and wonder if Henry Fonda, getting back to Henry Fonda, if Henry Fonda touched Chelsea wrong or something? Where do you get that kind of resentment? You know? He fucking hated her. She hated him. And it's like she did something to him. She turned him into the authorities one time, and then CPS had to come, and he never forgot it. Where did that kind of resentment come from? Mean motherfucker. Mean Mr. Mustard. In a boat. No, you don't want to go fishing with me. Fuck you, Chelsea. Jane Fonda, though. Fake political activist. You know? The fuck business you have getting involved in politics and shit. Fuck business you got. Because it's easier for celebrities to become you know, political people. They'll go and you know they'll go and a lot of them will protest a war. They'll get arrested and get let out 10 minutes later. You know, Jane Fonda had an incessant need for attention, and then when that didn't work, I'm gonna do some aerobic tapes. I'm gonna become the aerobic bitch, the quintessential aerobicizing bitch. Jane. I didn't really get along with Claire too well. I liked her. She was nice. She was nice to me, but you could tell that I wasn't her favorite. She was cool. I liked her. She was a good grandma. She she cooked really fucking good Thanksgiving dinner. Really good. And I don't think they ate dinner every day because we didn't in my house. You're on your own. But every year she'd whip up an amazing Thanksgiving. I can't lie. It was really really good. But just like your dad, my father would get drunk. That's my grandmother, Claire. My father would get drunk, watch a football game, pass out on the couch. And Henry, I got along real good with Henry. He was my grandfather. He wasn't my real grandfather, but he was married to Claire. I loved Henry. Uh, I always think when I get to be his age, I'm gonna be just like that. He was great. He was the first one, to, well, I'm gonna top that off for you, Aaron. Get you some more soda. He put together your toys on Christmas, and he didn't, it wasn't his family, but he appreciated spending the holidays with us. They'd come down. Henry would jog every day over here by Rose Ave, that big steep hill. He would jog that every day of his life. When I was going to my other grandmother's on Saturdays, I'd see him jogging. For 20 years, he was jogged that. And Henry died right out there, right out in front of Rose Ave, jogging one day, finally, about 20 years ago. I mean, he loved to jog. I wouldn't have advised any 70-year-old man to jog like that, but that's what did it. Henry was fucking great. They were strange though. You'd go into the house, there'd be a big giant picture of John F. Kennedy on the wall. I had no idea who the fuck John F. Kennedy was. And Gary Collins. I wonder if Sue remembers Claire. I love that name though too. If I had a daughter, that's another name I would consider. Claire. Love that. I hope she looked like Molly Ringwald. It's a pretty French name. I got all that French blood in me, that French Canadian blood. That Calabrian French Canadian sandwich, you know? We'll be done real soon. I don't even have a Thanksgiving plan this fucking year. Enough's enough. But Henry was the opposite of fucking Henry Fonda. He was, hey, Aaron. He was always glad to see me. You know. And I think that's where I got my penchant for fisherman caps too. Actually, I just remembered that. That's weird. Somebody likes that photo of me with the with the fisherman's cap on. That reminds me of Henry. He would wear one of those. He had a little bow out in the back too. Claire was uh Claire was kind of cruel. She sent my father to an orphanage at the age of 8 or something, from and left him in French British or French Canada, and then he came back, and then she put him in military school, and from military school he went to Vietnam, and and yeah, and then my father's father, went to prison for tax evasion and got popped, and he did about 10 years in a federal prison. I forget which one. Federal prison, though. And my father would send home his Vietnam check to help my grandfather out while he was in prison. And then my father had some kind of nervous breakdown in the 90s, and he was only speaking French for a week. Me and my sister were just confused, staring at each other like, what the fuck's wrong with him? We didn't know that he knew French, but I guess he had learned to speak it while he was there in in foster or in foster homes or whatever. Henry was cool. He was cool.